Let's be honest, not every job is a dream job. Some of them are just for us to survive, some are just for us to make the money and just go home. But the fact that we do not like this job does not mean we should not thrive, or does not mean we should not have this joy in us. And that is why in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you things that I did that really worked for me, or I was able to thrive in a job that I do not like, and how you can also thrive in a job that you do not love. Let's get right into it. The first step is find purpose in what you're doing. While you might not like what you were doing, purpose does not really mean it has to be the work itself. It's more of the impact you make while you are trying to do the work. So finding purpose actually helps you to identify the impact you can make. So rather than thinking about the real job in itself, think about how you can be of blessing to anybody who is receiving this job, or who this job is going to affect positively. And another thing that you can also consider is look at the skills development, the skills that you can develop. So it does not have to be a technical skill or a skill that is really so big around it. So I remember one of the jobs that I really do not like, but it is not even one of my worst jobs. When I was into customer care, it's not a job I'm really passionate about, but it's something that I needed to do. It was not the worst of it actually, but I'm just giving an example of this. Like for customer care now, if you do not really like this job, or you don't really find passion in it, look at the skills you're going to get, look at the communication skills you're going to develop, interacting with people, and you have to know how to comport yourself. You have to know how to speak very well, politely. Look at the skills of your social skills of relating with people. Look at the presentation skills that you get from it. Look at the networking skills that you can actually get from it. So just pay attention on the little things. Maybe you are into teaching and we are not really passionate about it. People are passionate about teaching, but if teaching is not something that you love but you are into it, look at the impact you're making, as I've said earlier. Then look at your organization skills, because at the end of it, something I've come to realize is, for that moment it might seem like it is not useful, it does not serve me, but all these skills that you're learning will actually help you one way or the other. Another thing that you can also look, the friendship you build, maybe amidst the workplace. The last job I left before this one I'm currently in, is one of the ones I really do not like, but I was able to build friendship, I was able to build connection. There's some people I sit up to today that we are able to communicate. There are things I could help them with, there are things that they are still helping me with. Focus on the good parts. Yeah, I think that should be like the summary. Focus on the good part, focus on the people, focus on the impact, focus on the skills, the soft skills that you're learning, instead of focusing on the real job or the real task, or how frustrating the boss is. Like, don't focus on those ones, but look at the good parts. And now let's move on to the next way. The next step I'm going to be talking about is more personal to you, and I believe is really going to help you. It is setting personal goals. If your job does not give you something to look forward to, you really need to give yourself something to look forward to. Create goals for yourself, stay motivated for your own self, and identify the areas you need to grow, the professional skills that you need to develop. And if the job feels repetitive, which is more like what most jobs are into, find a way to set challenges for yourself, find a way to do something different. And there's one thing about human brain, when we set challenges and we're able to overcome them, it gives us this relief and this beautiful thought and feelings about ourselves. And in a way, it can even help you to push yourself forward in front of your bosses, and that shows that you're more productive, or that you're capable of doing better things. I'm going to talk about is, even if the job is not something you love, also think about the financials. If it's a job that is paying your bills, and think about the fact that, okay, at least you can still afford to pay one or two things, one of your bills, and all this thing will really lead you into gratitude. Like, I don't want to go into that point here, but when you look at the good part, at least I have this one, I can pay my bills, I can still fend for myself, which is actually a good thing. So look at that part. The next point I'll be talking about is redefine your success. So I don't know what success is to you. People define success as different things. Some making money is being successful to them, some is getting fame, some is getting the job that they really like or they really love, their dream job is being successful to them. So now I'll just challenge you to redefine success and also see success in this light. See success as your ability to build resilience, your ability to wake up in the morning, get dressed, like despite that you don't like this job, show up and do this job, come back. It shows that you're building the mental toughness, the mental resilience that you really need to say, okay, despite difficulty, you're still going to face. And also see this as a preparation to your milestone or to getting better. So one thing I always say is, no matter the condition you're facing, the difficulty you're facing at that moment, always see it as a stepping stone. Always see it as something that is going to recreate or build your success story. Of course, I'm not of the mentality that you really need to suffer before you're successful, but if you are in this particular phase, see it as, this is my stepping stone. This is what I'm going to tell, or I'm going to share as my success story, that okay, I faced these particular challenges and eventually I was able to scale through and I'm now what I am today. And another thing is, seek joy outside your job. One thing I used to do when I got into this country, when I got my job, anytime I get home, there's a friend that always say, oh, there is this mood that you come with anytime you're home, because I always try to seek joy outside my work. Like I realize that this is work and this is work. And when I get out of work, I am outside work. I don't get to think about work when I'm outside work. Even the fact that okay, this job I'm doing now is still good, I still see job as a different entity and I see my life as a different entity. Like they are two separate things. So I try to seek joy outside work. I find pleasure in staying with people I love. I find pleasure in doing activities like hobbies, engaging in my hobbies, talking, doing what I'm doing now, which is talking to people, motivating people. I find joy in other things, and this is something that you can actually do. Like try to seek your happiness or your joy in other things rather than focusing on this particular job. Another one that you can also do is build side projects. So if your work is not something that you're really interested in, or it's not something that makes you happy, you can build a side project outside your work. You can build a project for yourself that makes you happy and eventually can even become your own business or your side hustle, or something that really will help you to even gain more income or get more joy. And the last point I'm talking about is plan your exit strategy. So the fact that you are not in a job that you love, even while you're still doing it, do it wholeheartedly, but plan your exit strategy. It is very important. Try to create time for yourself. I know some of these work, they take time, they take energy, but the little hours that you have for yourself, instead of lamenting and complaining, use this as a time to plan an exit strategy. Use it at a time to build your CV. Use it at a time to watch content like this that will help you to grow. Use it at a time to get prepared for interviews. Use at a time to learn the skills that you think might help you. Just use at a time to do better things for yourself, instead of being soaked into that particular job and feel like this is the end road. This is not the end road. Like you are not in a good job, you're going to get out of it very soon. That is not the end of the road for you. You're going to get better, you're going to do better. So start planning your exit strategy. And another one is build your network. Even at that job that you are, if you can, try your best to build your network, and in other places, go for events, go for programs, build your network, and also save more money. If that job can pay your bills and is giving you money, save more money that you can now use to do better things for yourself. In all of this, thriving in a job does not mean faking things and pretending that everything is perfect for you even when it is not. It is about finding purpose in the small things. It's about being grateful in the little things. It is about being appreciating, like looking down particular one thing that you're appreciating or that you are grateful for. Remember that you do not have to love your job before you excel in it. You can excel in anything that you choose to lay your hands upon. And always know that growth or success does not even come from all the expected places. It comes from from the unexpected places. Use this time to prepare for opportunities that are coming, because when you've made effective planning, when opportunity comes, you are able to achieve success at the end. All right guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you again in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'm rooting for you. I pray that God will provide a better job, that you're going to love your dream job, that you're going to be in love with, you're going to thrive in the name of Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.